Every day, like clockwork, it hits. Around 3 p.m., your brain turns to fog, your eyes get heavy, and all you want is to lie down. Here's the strange part. It happens at almost the same time every single day, whether you had a big lunch, a small lunch, or no lunch at all. So what if I told you the 3 p.m. crash isn't really about your food? In the next few minutes, I'll show you the real, hidden reason your energy nosedives at the exact same time each afternoon, why it's partly built into your body, and a genuinely weird 2-minute trick backed by science that wipes it out. Stick around for that last one. It sounds fake. It isn't. Now, everyone has the same first guess. It's lunch. You ate, blood rushed to your stomach, and that's why you're sleepy. Reasonable, but it's mostly wrong. Because here's the clue that cracks the case. Scientists have found the afternoon dip shows up even in people who skip lunch entirely. No food, same crash. It happens to people across the world, in every culture. It's the reason the siesta exists. So if you can crash at 3 p.m. on an empty stomach, then lunch can't be the real cause. Something deeper is running on a timer inside you. And once you see what it is, the fix finally makes sense. Here's the reveal. You have an internal body clock, your circadian rhythm, that controls when you feel alert and when you feel sleepy. Most people know it makes you tired at night. What they don't know is that it has a second, smaller dip built right into the early afternoon. Roughly 12 hours after the deepest point of your night's sleep, your alertness takes a scheduled nosedive. It's not a malfunction. It's not weakness. Your brain is literally programmed to power down for a bit in the afternoon, the same way it's programmed to make you sleepy at night. The 3 p.m. crash isn't a problem with your day. It's an appointment your body keeps, whether you like it or not. So if your body schedules the dip, where does lunch come in? Lunch doesn't cause the crash, it controls how hard it hits. Think of the dip as a small wave that's coming no matter what. A big, heavy, carb-loaded lunch, the rice bowl, the sandwich and chips, the pasta, spikes your blood sugar and then drops it. And that drop lands right on top of the scheduled dip. Now the small wave becomes a tidal wave. But a lighter lunch built around protein and vegetables keeps your blood sugar steady. So when the dip arrives, it's barely a ripple. Same body clock, completely different crash. You can't cancel the wave, but you decide how big it gets. There's one more thing that decides whether your afternoon dip is mild or brutal, and it happened last night. The more sleep you're short on, the harder the dip hits. Sleep pressure builds the entire time you're awake, and by mid-afternoon, it's stacking on top of the scheduled dip. Run a sleep debt, and you're hit by both at once. This is why the same person can barely notice 3 p.m. on a well-rested day and feel like a zombie on a bad one. So part of fixing the crash isn't even about the afternoon. It's about protecting the night before. Now, the fixes. Starting with the weird one I promised. Here it is. The trick that sounds completely backwards. The coffee nap. You drink a coffee and then immediately lie down for a 20-minute nap. Yes, coffee, then sleep. Here's why it works. Caffeine doesn't hit your brain instantly. It takes about 20 minutes to kick in. And while you nap, your brain clears out a chemical called adenosine, the stuff that makes you feel sleepy. So you wake up after 20 minutes just as the caffeine arrives, with the sleepiness chemical already cleared out. The two effects stack. Studies have actually found This beats a nap alone and beats coffee alone. It feels absurd. It works. The key is keeping the nap short. 20 minutes, no more. Or you wake up groggier than you started. If a nap isn't an option at work, two things fight the dip almost as well, and both are free. First, light. Bright light is a direct signal to your body clock that it's still daytime. A dim office tells your brain it's basically nighttime, which deepens the dip. So when 3 p.m. hits, get to a window, step outside for 2 minutes, or turn the lights up. Second, movement. A 10-minute walk after lunch does two jobs at once. It blunts the blood sugar spike we talked about, and it physically wakes up your brain and body. You don't need a workout. A short walk and some daylight right around the dip can flatten it without a drop of caffeine. And if you do want caffeine, time it like a pro. Most people drink coffee on autopilot. Instead, use it as a weapon aimed straight at the dip. Have your coffee a little before 3 p.m. hits, not during, because it takes 20 minutes to work, so you want it kicking in right as the dip arrives. Just keep it early enough that it's out of your system by bedtime, or you'll wreck tonight's sleep and make tomorrow's crash worse. So here's the whole plan. Lighten your lunch so it doesn't amplify the dip. Protect your sleep the night before. And when 3 p.m. comes, hit it with light, a short walk, well-timed caffeine, or the coffee nap. One honest note. If your afternoon crashes are severe and constant no matter what you do, that can signal poor sleep quality or other issues worth checking with a doctor. So the 3 p.m. crash was never really about being lazy or out of shape. It's an appointment your body keeps. And now you know how to keep it on your terms. If you want all of this as a simple, done-for-you plan, I've put it in a free guide linked below. Go grab it. And here's the next mystery worth solving. Why are you starving an hour after you eat, even after a full meal? There's a specific reason your hunger comes back so fast, and it's fixable. That's the next video. Subscribe so the answer lands in your feed, and I'll see you there.